Turning wet and windy today with a storm arriving tomorrow. I'll have all the details of that and more live from Windsor. There's more to come on Good Morning Britain. It is cold, but let's just say it's feeling festive before some wet and windy weather arrives later on this week. But it does look beautiful, a gorgeous projection here behind me on Windsor Castle itself. But we're here for a special reason, because later on this morning we're going to be looking at one of our new listening benches. It's part of our weather-wise or sort of environment-wise this weekend was the devastating Indonesian volcano. I don't know if you saw about this week. Is a Storm Barra, arriving across the UK on Tuesday. It was named by Met Erin, so the Irish Met Service, and then named when they're set to bring wet and windy weather that could be fairly disruptive. That'll be moving in through Tuesday, but for today, it is a fine, dry start for many eastern areas, clear, cold and frosty as well. But from the west, wet and windy weather is moving in. The rain already setting in across Scotland, Wales, southwestern areas of England. That spreads right across the UK as we head through the day today. In its wake, blustery showers follow, and it's cold enough for snow, really, for northern England and for Scotland. Temperatures arbitrary, 10 or 11 degrees, feeling much colder in the wind. Tomorrow starts off clear, cold and frosty tomorrow, but that is the calm before the storm, Charlotte.
Laura, thanks very much.
Good morning to you. I am live in Windsor this morning with a stunning Christmas projection here on the castle. Weather-wise, there is a lot going on as we head through this week, and the weather is likely to make headlines because a storm has been named by Met Erin, the Irish Met Service, and it arrives tomorrow. It's the second one we've had, Storm Barra, and it's set to bring wet and windy conditions across the whole of the UK on Tuesday. So that is one to watch out for. But this is how things are looking for today. Fine and dry to start in the east, and then turning wet and windy from the west. First thing this morning, central and eastern areas of England, clear and cold, temperatures hovering around about freezing. But from the west already, we've seen a band of rain moving in. You can see that through Northern Ireland, Wales, southwest England and across Scotland. The rain is heavy, and as it moves into the cold air through the day today, it will turn to snow. So Northern England, Scotland, like to see some snowfall. Transpennine routes, there could be some issues this morning. And that whole band of wet and windy weather marches across England, clearing away from western areas as we head through the early afternoon with blustery showers following on from the west. Temperature-wise today, we could get to double digits, but adding in the strength of those blustery winds, it will feel much colder than that. Through this evening and overnight tonight, the last of that rain clears away. Blustery showers that start the evening, clear and ease as we head through the night. It turns clear, cold, frosty overnight tonight. Temperatures widely to freezing, as low as -4 or -5 degrees. So tomorrow starts off fine and dry. It will not last. Plenty of sunshine first thing with light winds, but through the day from the west, a deep area of low pressure brings wet and windy conditions. We're talking winds of 40 to 50 miles an hour inland, 60 or 70 miles an hour around the coast, and also some snow in the north. Good morning to you, and we're here for a very special reason because we have this beautiful bench here behind us. It's inspired by rainbow colours and it's part of our Million Minutes campaign. It was designed by Maisie Smith. We'll be talking to her later on this morning about how we can all give our time and how we can all get talking and how important it is. So that's more around about 7:30 this morning. But weather-wise, Andy had a little sprinkling of snow there, but there actually is some snow in the forecast and actually some very wet and windy weather to boot. Tomorrow, a storm is arriving across the UK, been named Storm Barra by Met Erin, the Irish Met Service, because of how wet and windy it's set to be on Tuesday. But for today, it is a dry start, but it will not last that way if it is dry where you are this morning. Skies have cleared. It's cold and frosty for central and eastern areas of England this morning, but from the west already a band of rain has moved in. So Scotland, Wales, southwest England, wet and windy start to the day. The whole band of rain as we head through the day heads right across England. From the west, skies brighten. It's a story of sunny spells and blustery showers. Temperatures today around 10 or 11, but feeling much colder in the wind. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. I am in Windsor this morning for a very special reason, to show you one of these benches. There are 6 of them across the UK and they are part of our Million Minutes campaign. They've been designed by 6 celebrities. This one by Maisie. Take your time to our Million Minutes campaign, and it is just so important to just stop, particularly this time of year, and make sure that you listen to others and also give those time for those people who are in need, who just don't have others with them this time of year. So looking forward to hearing what Maisie has to say about that and the design that that she created later on this morning. Weather-wise, before you leave the house, grab a brolly. It is set to turn wet and windy, but you need to see if you can hold on to it tomorrow because a deep low pressure storm Barra is approaching right across the UK on Tuesday, bringing wet and windy conditions. But let's move on to today. Today is clear, cold, frosty for central and eastern areas of the UK. Wet and windy weather has already moved in across Scotland, Wales, South West England. That spreads right across the country today. In its wake for Northern Ireland, skies will brighten, then blustery showers will move in today. Temperatures 10 or 11, but it really won't feel like it. The rain clears this evening, cold and frosty yet again tonight. A fine start on Tuesday before it turns wet and windy later. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. We're in Windsor this morning, where earlier on we unveiled one of our listening benches for Maisie Smith. Behind me, the Christmas tree decked out in lights. Weather is not feeling very festive as we head through the next few days. It is wet and windy. Today is a dry, fine start, cold and frosty for eastern areas of England before wet and windy weather spreads across the whole of the UK. Rain for Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, heading its way eastwards. Behind it is a story of sunshine and blustery showers for Northern Ireland. Then tomorrow, after a calm start, Storm Barra arrives.